The last race of the day, the grand finale, the one that most people at Randwick will be coming to see on Saturday, is race 9, the Darley TJ Smith Stakes, over 1,200 metres. It's a Group 1 event run at weight for age conditions. And Mr. Payne?
Who would have believed Taylor's would be $26 in this race? Bell Sprinter,
Yeah.
$9.50. 26 Rain Affair, decision time 81. Atomic Force, oh, don't worry about all this. The mare's $1.14, Sue Soren's 26. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and find the favourite out market. So I know it's race 9 and it's meant to be my lead, but you can talk.
Okay, look.
Because we'll have a look at the favourite out market because it's got something.
Look, she's going to win. You'd have to think. So I've put up an article. No horses have won from barrier 1 in this race. There's been 130 horses in the race. It's been run over 15 years. She's a horse that can break history though. Look, $1.14 is interesting because I reckon if she was, I think that's about the right price, because if she had drawn 5 or 6, I think she would be that $1.08 that she's used to. But I think there is just that little query. You got Rain Affair is going to cross and leave. There's just that little. And I think everyone's a little bit scared after More Joyous last week. Different calibre of horse, but if she does get crossed, he's going to have to get off the rail on her, and. There's plenty of talk that they're not going to go slow in this race.
They won't. No, the jockeys will make a statement. I've got no doubt in the world. The Sydney jockeys will make a statement in this race, and they will make it a truly run race. I just think it'll mean that she'll win by further.
Yeah, you're probably right, because all the
barrier one's not a bad barrier, mate.
Yeah,
everyone tried to say the same thing about Overreach last week.
Yeah,
as Peter Moody said,
but we said that about More
Joyous. History said barrier 1 of the Golden Slipper is the best barrier.
History says it's not in this one though.
Yeah, but we're not talking black caviars that have run out of barrier 1 in the past.
No, there's no horse of her calibre.
All right, listen, I've got a favourite out market here.
Yeah, let's do this one.
All right, Luxbet haven't got theirs up, so I had to go to Sportsbet.
Sportsbet.
Haylist is $9. Bell Sprinter's the favourite at $2.10. Rain Affair $3.70. $26 decision time. 81 Atomic Force. 81 Title, 34 How Much Do You Love Me, 201 On The Lookout, members tickets. How do you be a 200 to 1 chance in a favourite out market? Carl Spry. When Carl walks into that jockey's room there, the boys, he says, "G'day boys, how are you?"
How did he get the gig? He's a Queenslander, isn't he?
No, mate. He's down here.
I thought he was up there. He was up there, wasn't he?
I like the way they just chucked it out in barrier 11, get out of everyone's way. Sea Siren 460 and Epaulette 34.
What if it drew barrier 2? Would they have moved him out of that barrier? Or?
No. Sydney stewards don't do that. Only those things happen in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What's doing here?
Well, let's look at this. In the Galaxy, Bell Sprinter carried 53.5. The horse that ran third was a horse called Decision Time. He carried 55. So he gave, admittedly got beaten, 4 lengths, but he gave a kilo and a half to Bell Sprinter. He meets him a kilo and a half better here. He was getting home pretty hard himself. Decision Time. It was his second run off a 530-day break. His first up run was unbelievable too in the Challenge, when second behind Snitzerland at weight for age. As a rule, Bell Sprinter, unbeaten first up, only won 1 of 3 second up. Doesn't usually historically produce the same sort of performance second up. Goes from a minimum weight and a handicap to a weight for age race.
Yep.
I just can't believe that one of them is at $2.10 and Decision Time's $26. As you know, I backed it yesterday. I think it's a super price. Yep. A super price. Sue Siren needs to lift. It's a third favourite. Rain Affair, well, let's have a look here. Rain Affair was first up in the Concord. I apologise. Was first up in the Canterbury Stakes. He ran well. This Decision Time, he's run second in Golden Slipper. He's one of these horses that just keeps slipping under the radar. He is a bloody good sprinter.
He'd be one of the most underrated horses in this country.
I just can't believe his $26 chance.
You'd love to own a horse like him, to get a run in a slipper like he did 2 or 3 years ago, whatever it was, and to continue to compete at this age after all the problems he's had. He's a very, very good horse.
Epaulette Aquiri too, $34 first up. I think he's got a good hope. I can't go near Haylist. I reckon Decision Time, $26 and a favourite out market here is a super price.
Yeah, mate, I can't disagree with you there, and we had this conversation. I'm on Epaulette. But I reckon you could back Clint's selection.
Well, you can back them both.
Both 26 and 34 is like Jesus. You're talking about occupying 7% of the market.
Hello, Carol.
Carol Williamson.
Carol Williamson.
AAP.
And a stick.
And a stick. Walking stick. Let's clarify that.
You want to come over and say hello to everyone? Mum watches this.
Mate, I fancy Epaulette in the favourite out market. Outside of your song, who's a good horse.
Oh yeah.
Last preparation.
What happened to him?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
We'll have to find out
He's
about
a
your
Guru
song.
horse. There's a few of them going amiss at the moment.
Anthony's around.
Anthony's around. We'll have to ask him. The only two other horses to beat this horse last preparation were Piero and All Too Hard. That augurs pretty well. He won his 2 races in between that. That's the Golden Rose and the Guineas Prelude.
3-year-olds have really measured up to Way for Age, as we've discussed a million times.
Yeah. He's got.
There's a lot to like about him.
He's a good horse. He's obviously well bred. He's a half brother to, or half brother, 3/4, whatever it is, 3/4 I think, to Helmet, who was a much better 3-year-old than actually maybe you can't make that comment. Better 3-year-old than a 2-year-old.
No.
I don't think you could probably make that, but this guy is on path to a possible. Well, he's going to be all aged after this, and then possibly.
Well, he's got to go to a race like Stradbroke, mate. He's a Group 1 winner. Group 1 winners can't go around in Class 2s of Golden.
No, and look, I just think there's a couple of these here they're not going so good. Obviously, hey Liz, how much do you love me? Atomic Force, those types of horses aren't going as well as they were. Don't know if Rain of Theories is going better than he was 12 months ago, but I don't know if he's going as good as he ever was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Rain of Fair going to go out there and run the race for himself to finish in the best position? Or have they put themselves in a position where they've got to back up what they've been talking, back up the talk they've been talking?
He's a pretty one-dimensional horse, isn't he?
Well, I think so. I just can't charge into him. And look, he's one of mine. He's one of my favourites.
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I think the bloke you mentioned, Decision Time, obviously Bell Sprinter, if he replicates what he did in the Galaxy, even with the extra weight.
Yeah, but his form says he won't replicate it.
Exactly. And I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying if he was to, then he'd be right in it. But
the flip side to that is he's had a throat operation, so maybe now he will. But, I can be charging in odds on.
Well, put it this way, I'd be rather taking $26 on your bloke and 34 on the beating than taking even Bell Sprinter. That's the way I'll be playing that race. And in fact, I'm happy to have a bid on Epaulette to win that and have a saver on your bloke.
Yep. No, I think we just back the two of them. We're pretty much in agreement there. Yeah. You don't have to have much on it, 26 and 34.
I actually can't believe those odds. I can't either. Yeah.
Anyway.
Best bets, sir?
Best bets. I wonder if they'd let us bet each way. Favourite out market.
So, but that would only pay second and third, would it?
No, play down to fourth. Favourite's out of the play. All right. Best bets time.
Geez, I'd like to
Gee
get
whiz.
on that. If we could get down, can we ring them up and see if we can do something?
Safeguard. I think it'd be very hard to beat.
Safeguard, there you go.
I think Toydini will be hard to beat. I actually quite like them this week. I like Sale.
Yep.
I do like it a lot. I've had a few bets this week, and I haven't had a bet for a couple of weeks, actually. What have we done there? No, for the sake of best bets, I'm going to stay out of race 4, although I do think it's a 2-horse race again.
Yep.
No best bets in race 5, no best bets in race 6. It's a done deal.
And then the best bets in every
in the
race,
last, as I said, I think just have something small on those 2 horses at the big odds. I think I'll give you a great sight in the favourite out market.
Without doubt. Mate, I've gone Darley this week. I think the best bet of the day for me and by a long way is Sale. Without a shadow of a doubt, I think she's enormous odds and just an enormous chance. I like Tatcher at the price as well in the Carbine Club and Epaulette in the favourite out market at $34. I think those 3 Darley horses back then, you should get something back.
Excellent.
And the Scream Machine with Kathy on it in the Doncaster Prelude. I'll be having something on it at $21.
Wait till it gets to 2,000. It's going good.
Yeah,
I'll concede that.
Yeah. And you might be right, 2,000 metres.
I think it's looking for grand.
$21. Something.
No, not for people wanting to run the Doncaster, so.
No. Anything else?
No, wind it up.
Wind it up. Okay,
we've got to get going. Got to get into it.
This will be online a bit later on, which if you're watching this, you'll know that.
Well, they don't know when we did it. Oh, yes, they do. We told them it was early.
As will the Peter Moody Black Caviar press conference as well, so we'll catch up with you next week for Doncaster.
Day.
At
Randwick.